In a village, there lived a farmer who had two sons. The elder son was named Mahesh, and the younger son was Mohan. They lived happily working in agriculture. One day, the elderly farmer fell ill and called his two sons. He said, "My end is near. After I'm gone, live together in harmony and peace." He added, "For difficult times, I have saved some wealth and hidden it under the mango tree behind the house. Promise me that you will use it only when necessary." The two sons promised to follow his words. Within a few days, the old farmer passed away. Mohan was deeply saddened by his father's death. The two brothers completed the funeral rites. However, the elder son, Mahesh, felt no sorrow for his father's death. His mind was preoccupied only with the wealth his father had mentioned. That night, Mahesh couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned in bed. In the middle of the night, he sat up and thought to himself, "I must finish this task before Mohan wakes up. I may not get such an opportunity again. I'll do it now." He took a spade and other tools and headed towards the mango tree where his father had hidden the wealth. In no time, he heard a clinking sound. In the light of the lamp, he saw a large pot. It was filled with gold coins. Mahesh's eyes gleamed with joy. He never imagined in his wildest dreams that his father had hidden such wealth. He took the pot and hid it under another tree before returning to sleep. Mahesh thought to himself, "From now on, I can live my entire life without any worries." When morning came, Mohan noticed that the ground beneath the mango tree had been dug up. He immediately ran to wake his elder brother. "Brother, wake up quickly. Come and see, something terrible has happened. Someone has stolen the wealth our father had hidden." Mahesh, pretending to be shocked, replied, "What are you saying?" and rushed to see. Both of them found the dug-up soil under the tree. Mohan, worried, asked, "Brother, what do we do now?" "Let's go and report this to the king." Mahesh, trying to control the situation, said, "Stop, brother. We don't need to go anywhere. I know who the thief is." Mohan was astonished. "You know? Who is it, then?" Mahesh coldly accused, "It's you. Tell me where you've hidden the money after taking it." Shocked and hurt, Mohan replied, "Brother, what are you saying? I don't understand. I just discovered this and woke you up. I didn't steal anything." Mahesh dismissed Mohan's plea. "Don't waste your breath, brother. No one but the two of us knew about the money. This is all you're doing to take the wealth for yourself." Despite Mohan's repeated denials, Mahesh didn't believe him. "Look, either return the money, or the doors of this house will forever remain closed to you." Heartbroken, Mohan said, "Fine, brother. If you have no faith in me, there's nothing I can do. But believe me, I did not steal the money. If you cannot trust me, I will leave this house and this village." Saddened and defeated, Mohan left the village. As he walked away, he kept thinking, "Why did my brother falsely accuse me? What did I do to deserve this?" He decided it was better to leave than to stay and have his reputation tarnished. Meanwhile, Mahesh rejoiced. That was easy. Now all the wealth is mine, he thought. Mohan, however, walked on, burdened by sorrow. Evening came, and he was hungry but had nothing to eat. Troubled by thoughts, he finally sat on a large rock by the roadside. Night fell, and as he sat in despair, he heard voices. "Here, take these 4,000 coins. They're yours." "The other 4,000 are mine," one voice said. Curious, Mohan peered down and saw two thieves dividing money. It didn't take long for Mohan to realize that these were thieves. At that moment, Mohan accidentally slipped and fell right into their midst. Startled by the sudden presence of someone in the darkness, the thieves panicked. The thieves, terrified, began to flee. "Run, run! He might be a spy for the king, or even one of the royal guards sent to capture us," one of them shouted. Another thief agreed, "Yes, you're right. He must be the king's man." In their haste to escape, they left behind the stolen wealth and ran away. Seeing the abandoned treasure, Mohan was overjoyed. He thought, this is stolen money. Taking it with me now would be risky. I will hide it here under this tree and take it later when necessary. He carefully hid the treasure under a tree and spent the night there. At dawn, he woke up and continued his journey. By noon, Mohan found himself walking through a dense forest. Suddenly, a gang of robbers surrounded him. Their leader said, "Hand over all the money you have, or we will kill you right here." Mohan replied, "Sir, I am struggling myself. Where would I get money from?" The leader, suspicious, ordered his men, "Search him thoroughly." After finding nothing, the leader grew angry. "Even if we didn't find anything, we will take him to our hideout and offer him as a sacrifice to our God," he declared. Hearing this, Mohan was terrified. "Oh, God! I was already in trouble, and now this? What new misery is this?" The robbers tied Mohan's hands and dragged him to their hideout. When they reached the hideout, an idea struck Mohan. He said to the leader, "If you include me in your group, I will tell you the location of a treasure containing 8,000 gold coins." Hearing this, the leader was intrigued. "If you're telling the truth, I will accept your condition. But if you're lying, you won't survive what's coming next," Mohan assured him. "I won't deceive you. I will take you there at dawn." As promised, the next morning, Mohan led the gang to the place where he had hidden the gold coins. The robbers dug at the spot Mohan indicated and found the bundle of gold coins. Overjoyed, they tied the treasure in a sack and brought it back to their hideout. Mohan, however, had a different plan in mind. "This treasure may not have come to me, but I will soon ensure the destruction of all these robbers." With this thought, he stayed with the gang and gradually gained the leader's trust. Over time, Mohan became one of the leader's most trusted men. One day, Mohan said, "Leader, if you permit me, I'd like to visit my home for a few days to see my ailing mother." The leader, confident in Mohan's loyalty, granted him 10 days' leave. Believing he wouldn't betray them, Mohan set out, pretending to return to his village, but instead, he headed directly to the capital city. There, he went to meet the king. At that time, the king was deeply concerned about the murders and looting being carried out by the gang of robbers. He was questioning his minister, "Minister, what steps have you taken to capture this gang? When will they be apprehended?" The minister replied, "Your Majesty, we will arrest them soon." Just then, a guard entered the court and informed the king, "Your Majesty, a man has come seeking an audience with you regarding the notorious bandit Gaira." The king immediately said, "Good. Bring him in at once." Mohan entered, bowed before the king, and greeted him. The king asked, "What is your name? Who are you, and what do you know about the bandit Gaira?" Mohan replied, "Your Majesty, my name is Mohan. I seek your pardon, but I wish to speak to you about this matter in private." Hearing this, the minister grew angry. "Whatever you have to say, speak here. We are all trusted by the king." The king intervened, "Calm yourself, minister. If he wishes to speak with me in private, we shall grant him that. Everyone, leave us for now." Once everyone left, Mohan revealed everything to the king, how he had left his home, how he ended up with the gang, and how he had gained their trust. "Now I am in their confidence, and I have ensnared them in my plan. I need your help to capture Gaira and his gang," Mohan explained. The king, impressed, said, "Bravo, young man. Your cleverness and courage are admirable. Tell me what help you need, and I shall provide it." Mohan requested, "Your Majesty, send 250 soldiers with me tomorrow. I will lead them to the bandits' hideout. Once there, your soldiers can ambush and capture them." As planned, Mohan returned to the hideout with the soldiers. At the right moment, the soldiers launched an attack on the gang. After a fierce battle, many robbers were killed, and the rest, including their leader Gaira, were captured. The soldiers presented the captured bandits before the king. Gaira, seeing Mohan among them, was shocked. "Oh no! I trusted him so much, but he has betrayed me, he thought. The next day, during a court assembly, the king declared his judgment. After thorough deliberation, he sentenced all the captured robbers, including Gaira, to death. Mohan was praised for his bravery and wit, and the king rewarded him generously. Mohan's actions not only brought justice but also ensured the safety and peace of the kingdom. Mohan's life took a remarkable turn when the king, impressed by his bravery, appointed him as the commander of the royal army. Mohan humbly expressed his gratitude, thanking the king for considering him worthy of such an honor. Meanwhile, his elder brother Mahesh faced a drastically different fate. The wealth Mahesh had unfairly obtained was squandered recklessly. He indulged in drinking and gambling, and soon, all his riches were lost. Having no stable source of income, Mahesh's condition became pitiful. He struggled even for a single meal, and no one in his village was willing to offer him work due to his tarnished reputation. Out of desperation, Mahesh decided to leave the village and settle elsewhere. Coincidentally, he arrived in the kingdom where his brother Mohan now served as the commander. Mahesh approached several wealthy merchants in the city, seeking work. However, his disheveled appearance and reputation led them to dismiss him, saying, "You look like a thief. We have no work for you." Disheartened, Mahesh realized that earning an honest living was impossible for him. His thoughts turned to crime again. Spotting a merchant's bag full of money, he snatched it and fled. Though the merchant and a few others gave chase, Mahesh disappeared into the crowd, leaving them frustrated and empty-handed. Meanwhile, Mohan diligently fulfilled his duties as the commander. One day, the king called Mohan and said, "You are courageous and wise. I wish to offer you my daughter's hand in marriage. Will you accept?" Humbled and honored, Mohan replied, "Your Majesty, if it is your wish, I gladly accept." The king, overjoyed, arranged a grand wedding. Soon, Mohan married the princess, and their days were filled with happiness and prosperity. As time passed, the king grew old and decided to relinquish his throne. He told Mohan, "It is time for me to step away and go on a pilgrimage. I entrust the responsibilities of the kingdom to you." In a grand ceremony, Mohan was crowned king, and the former king departed for his pilgrimage. Under Mohan's rule, the kingdom flourished, but one issue continued to trouble him: his elder brother, Mahesh, had become a notorious thief. Mahesh had established a hideout in an abandoned temple deep in the forest. Despite numerous efforts, he evaded capture. Mohan was deeply concerned about his brother's criminal ways and the threat he posed to the peace of the kingdom. One day, Mahesh thought, "How long will I continue with small thefts? I must execute one large-scale robbery, take the money, and settle in another kingdom." With this idea in mind, he planned to rob the royal treasury. Using a rope, Mahesh climbed the palace wall and reached the upper floor. Coincidentally, the king, Mohan, unable to sleep due to his thoughts about the increasing thefts, was pacing alertly. At that very moment, Mahesh reached the upper floor using the rope. Seeing him, the king drew his sword and called for the guards. The guards arrested Mahesh. When the king saw who it was, he was shocked. "Brother! You are a thief. I never imagined even in my dreams that you would turn into such a big criminal." He ordered, "Guards, lock him up in the prison. I will hold a trial tomorrow." Following the king's orders, Mahesh was thrown into prison. Filled with regret, Mahesh wept. "This is the consequence of my actions. Today, I am a prisoner. There is no escape from this. I had betrayed my brother and driven him out of the house. But with his honesty, he rose to become the king of this land. And now, I stand before him as a criminal." Meanwhile, Mohan, the king, could not sleep that night. "Tomorrow is a tough day for me. This is a great test. If the former king hadn't handed me the responsibility of ruling, I wouldn't have been in a position where I must punish my own brother." The next day, Mahesh was brought before the king. Mohan said, "Brother, all your crimes have been proven. Do you have anything to say about this?" Mahesh replied, I only have this to say, give me the harshest punishment possible. Let this be a lesson to other thieves, the king declared. Very well, then. Guards, take him and amputate one hand and one leg. Then banish him from the kingdom. The ministers and citizens applauded the king's sense of justice. Mahesh left the kingdom in sorrow. As he wandered, Mohan appeared before him. Seeing him, Mahesh said, "Your Majesty, why are you here?" Mohan replied, "I have not come as the king. I am here as your brother." "Brother, in this condition, you will not be able to work anywhere. Here is a bag of gold coins I have earned. Take it and settle peacefully in another kingdom." Saying this, Mohan left. From that day onwards, Mahesh was never seen in that kingdom again. Mohan ruled the kingdom with justice, and the people lived happily under his governance. Dear listeners, if you enjoyed this story, give it a like. If you're hearing it for the first time, subscribe to our channel. Your support motivates us to bring you more such diverse stories.